Hey guys, I want to show you one of the groups that exist on Facebook, and this is how you can get amazing opportunities to start building your podcast portfolio. If you want, look for guests for your own podcast if you have one. I personally don't like doing it. Oh, I'm getting distracted because somebody just invited me to the group and they never spoke to me. I don't know who they are. Anyway, rant over. So I don't post find a guest to look for guests because I really like stalking my guests and researching them. And, before I go into, I don't want random people on my podcast. But a lot of people don't have that approach, and it's fine because they have their pool of applications to choose from, so for them the control is from them having a choice, right? For me, I kind of stalk a guest and I really want to get them, and then I have to deal with the rejection if they don't want to be part of my podcast. So I suppose that there is this other way of looking at it, right? So this is the group. I want to show you what's going on inside the group, so you have a good idea, and also just to show you, what I do, and also show you what I don't do. So there is 2 tags in this specific group. I really like it because it's very, very clear how they set this up, So when somebody is looking for a guest, they have a tag, hashtag find a guest, right? So it's so easy to find people who are looking, like say this woman Lizzie, she wants guests for her podcast. So then she gives you a little bit of information, pain sufferer, how you manage your pain. So it doesn't matter that maybe your area of expertise is completely not pain management related. If you have a story to tell, go apply to this podcast. You have no idea how people connect to us through who we are as people first, and only then our expertise. Remember that, so your powerful story can still attract you directly clients, especially if you just mention, as a matter of fact, what you do in your business, while you're talking about it, and even in your tagline and things like that. They're all keywords, they're all seeding, putting the seeds into the ground, right? So we can harvest in the form of clients later on. And as you know, not every seed survives, right? And this is the same in client attraction, right? But all these things not only give you great practice of speaking, but also really fulfilling and does expand your audience. So if you wanted to apply, and you see already 38 comments, and that's, 10 hours, sometimes it's even more. I know that sometimes it feels like, there's, like, you could see 200 comments and you're thinking, they already filled their quota. Well, if you would think that, you're wrong, because I have been applying to these huge amount of comments, the posts with huge amount of comments. English is failing me temporarily, but I'm going to keep going, pushing through. And I have been people coming back to me. In fact, in the last couple of days, I haven't even seen these, right? So this is very, very interesting. For example, she wants a story of forgiveness. Well, surely every one of us has a story of forgiveness. You can also use the story of forgiving yourself for example, self-shaming. That's really interesting. Say, for example, if you're a wild fit coach, that's something you can do, or relationships coach. So there is always a twist. Be creative, and then you can pitch the story. And when pitching is a very scary word, but it's actually really easily done. Look at what people saying. I love this, this is important to me. I was this, and this is my story. Now, what I suggest you do when you're joining this group is you have a couple of little small comments already pre-written. So think about, what is your main area of expertise that you can talk about, or main topics. So expertise or personal, main topics that you can cover, and prepare something like, I love this. This sounds great. This is a very close to my heart topic. I had this and this and this, and now I'm this and this and this. It doesn't always have to be sensational, right? But we can. Storytelling is the skill of presenting anything as a little bit more sensational than it is, right? So we can work in the group on this. So always feel free to create a little post and say, well, this is what I'm thinking about, a mini pitch for the comments for the podcasting group. Please do. And we will talk about, how you word it. But don't hang on every word. Don't be a perfectionist here, just because applying is so much more important. A lot of these people vet further their guests by meeting them. Then eventually, when you have a media page like mine, you will not need to maybe meet them on chats. Like I couldn't meet somebody because they were in a different time zone, and they went out of their way to record me at 8 o'clock in the morning their time and just go straight into the recording because I had a media page. They could see my energy and they could already, be attracted to me. So that's your goal, to build that. And that's why I'm saying it doesn't have to be about your area of expertise. Apply for as many podcasts as you can. Not everybody replies to you, right? Again, look, this is only the last few days and we're already seeing a lot of find a guest. And then there is this post, be a guest, right? And I have seen some of our group members here as well. There's the only thing, here's why I'm doing this training as well. I want to be very, very specific in saying that when you post your profile and your picture, and you might feel like, okay, now everybody's going to invite you. This group doesn't work like that. If you go and scroll through, you can see that there's much, much less. Like there's no comments, there's only a few likes. There is, again, one comment, one like only, and not even straight away. So what I suggest to you is that don't put your hopes up just because you posted a picture, and instead just visit this group and look for find a guest posts and apply for these posts. It doesn't matter, and you can see that's exactly what people are doing. But that's how you get very, very good opportunities. When you build your podcast appearances, first of all, anyone wants to binge on your content. On your website, you can embed, and I'm going to just put in my media page here. I probably showed it millions of times. So if I go here and I go media, there. So on my media page, while it's loading, I'm going to open here. I have a lot of podcast episodes embedded. I can also create, every time I'm on a podcast, I can create a blog post, embed that blog, that podcast episode, because, all the platforms allow to grab a code to embed that episode anywhere you want, right? So especially if they're using, main platforms. And so you can create content on top of what you are saying. So your own leads, people who are interested in you, and maybe they need that extra level of, know and trust, right? And like you. And so these podcasts that maybe are not related directly to what you do, but they are related to your life, they will help you nurture and build the relationships with your current audience as well. Like it's so, so important. I'm very, very open. There's Sue. I'm very, very open to this. So just to kind of make sure that you understand that how to look for guests in the group, how to look for opportunities through this specific group. And this is not the only group, so you can definitely look for, podcast groups. Let's say there's Women in Podcasting is another group, but they're not. This one I really like because it's very structured. This one I don't think that they have hashtags, but you can still bookmark it and just kind of see if somebody is looking for a guest, and then see exactly what they're offering. Maybe these guys are just selling some sort of support. Yeah, maybe. So that's why I don't like this group that much. We can still see. There's a lot of summits groups like that. If you have built a big email list, you can start like joining. They're looking for 5K on your email list, 5,000. Okay, Podcast Nation, and sometimes so see, they're doing the same thing. And this is good. It doesn't matter that it has less people in it. It's still quite good. So you can just kind of look for what speaks to you. But I guarantee you, even if you are just in this one group, and you every couple of days you check out what they're looking for, and then see if you can tell the story. Can talk about this. This is the one to apply for. So just I'm going to just look for my own comments to show you. So I have never posted be a guest post with the picture, but I have, you can see, these are the posts. For example, Deborah, that was the lady that made space for me and created, she literally reached out to me when I said here on the comments that I don't think that I can do it because of the time difference. I think she's in the Pacific zone, and that's like 11 hours away from me. So all her times for a little face-to-face chat were at my 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just not doing it. So I'm gonna just trying to find the comment here, because this is exactly there. So this is exactly the comment that I post, right? Now, you do not have to add this my media page. This is very fancy. If you see, a lot of people don't. Sometimes they just bring, sometimes they just put their website. Sometimes they don't have anything. So see what other people are doing, right? There is this, we call this a one page, where there is a little graphic with some information, right? So you can even create something like that if you want in Canva. This is very narrow though, it should be like A4 format. For me, it's a media page because I have so much. I've built it over the years, remember. But why am I showing you my comment? This is what I have on a copy and paste. I literally have this saved, and it literally goes, ooh, awesome, I can come and talk to you about human design. This is what I post. And I post just that on all of these posts that I'm replying to. And I'm getting booked. So I hope that this is very important. So this is exactly what I was saying to you. Post in the group. Come up with this kind of like a little comment with the topic, right? And post it in the group for us to kind of discuss. Does it sound good? Did you put too much? Did you put too little? And we can realign it, and then off you go. You have a comment, and you can have 2 or 3, right? So depending on what you're looking to speak on, or something that you can quickly add. So you can say, oh, awesome, I can come and talk to you about, and then put XXX. And so when you're pasting it, you go into that XXX and just type in the topic, right? Or whatever, customized. It's just so easy. Use your imagination. Everything is possible as long as you have a big goal to get on these podcasts and spread the word and attract people and get your own existing audience an opportunity to really get to know you and to binge on you, which is a big thing, right? So hope you liked it.